Hi everyone, it's Emma from Emma K Plants and welcome back to another video. Today I'm laying down my base for my A5 wide memory planner for the week of November 8th through the 14th. I am using a kit that I am super excited about. If you watched my November kit lineup, you would have probably heard me going on about this kit. So it is my most anticipated spring kit of the season. So if you didn't know, I do live in Australia and we have our seasons backwards. I feel like most people know that by now, but I still occasionally get comments and inboxes saying, why the hell are you using a spring kit in November? That's why, because it's spring for me. I have just come out of 6 weeks of Halloween and I have 2 spring spreads and then we're into Christmas. So I'm really trying to appreciate spring for what it is while I've got it. And as I said, this was my #1 most anticipated kit. So I can't wait to get into it. I really love this artist. Now I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Sorry, I just got a close up on my hand. I believe she is Australian. And she did the bright Christmas art, the one that's like the summer Christmas, the pool Christmas. And I'm so thankful for an artist bringing some, you know, like different representation to the community, because I've never seen a kit with that theme before. So yeah, I really love her art style. I think it's really simplistic and just like soft and pretty. I think a lot of other artists are really, you know, detailed, and I love that, don't get me wrong. Like Silly Studio, as you know, is my favorite artist, and I think her art is so detailed and just like really intense and just so like photorealistic. And then this artist is just really soft, and I don't know, I like being able to mix it up. So this kit is called Bloom from Scribble Prints Co. When I saw it, I knew that I wanted to use butterfly foil with it, and I knew that I wanted to use hollow. I don't know why, because there's no butterflies in the kit, and it doesn't scream hollow, but to me, those two things really stood out. So I'll show you what I've got. So these are the full boxes. I think this girl is absolutely divine. She is so beautiful. And then I have the extra skin tone boxes. I'll be sticking with the skin tones that are in the kit. But I'm going to have to pull in, I think, of this box because it is a mini kit, which I'll go over in a second, and there's not enough full boxes. So this is also the new mini kit format. When I say new, I think it's been around for like a year now, but the newest, I guess, format, which absolutely does not work for me. And I hate mini kits, but when I bought this 10 months ago, I thought mini kits did work for me. So I just have to roll with it. I love this deco. This sizing and this amount is literally perfect. Glitter headers in the kit. I just feel like this is such a wasted mini kit page, but you've probably heard me go on about this before, but anyway. And then this whole page I'm not going to be using a single thing from because I absolutely hate it. Actually, I've just lied to you. I have to use this box because I don't have enough otherwise, but I really don't like it and I wouldn't be using it unless I had to. Then I am pulling in this 15mm strip. So this is going to be half of my bottom washi, and then this washi from Simply Gilded is going to be my other half. It's not ideal that they're both purple, but this washi matched so perfectly that I just didn't really have another choice. It is the like purple with purple bow, and it's got like a hollow sheen on it, so I thought it was perfect for this kit. Thankfully, I did buy 2 label samplers, which should get me through the mini kit, but it is always a struggle. And then I have this, like, I guess I made my own foil bundle. It is all butterfly foil, so I've got the bottom washi overlay. This is cut in 2 different strips, so I'll only be using one of them. I have the frames with the butterflies in the corner, and I have the headers. So those are all, and this, sorry, these are like half butterflies. So those are all from Sticker Guru, which if you didn't know, I do PR for Sticker Guru. You can always use my code MF15, unless it is $2 Tuesday, because that's already heavily discounted. You can't use it, but you can pop my name in the notes to grab my freebie. So don't forget that. Then I have these like cluster boxes from Planner Choco, the 2 different designs. And then I have these beautiful quotes as well. So that is what I've got. As I have been doing the last few base videos, I am going to do my washi with the pages out, and then I'm actually going to put them back in the planner, stop rolling around, to do the rest of the base. I've just been finding that that works pretty well for me, so we're going to keep on doing it, I guess. I feel like I was going to do this video as a, well, I was going to stop here essentially, and then do the rest as a voiceover, but maybe I'll just do the bottom washi and then I'll swap to a voiceover. I really would love to talk through the whole thing, but I just can't. I always end up screwing up like what I'm doing. Like when I'm talking, I'm not 100% concentrating, and I always end up screwing it up, and then I get angry at myself, and then the plan with me just becomes a hot mess. So I've been really enjoying filming the base, but then also like doing it myself. Like, I don't want to say off camera because it's not on camera, but as in, essentially I already have my camera set up there. It's already set up, so all I do is turn it on. And then in my head, I'm pretty much like filming, but not filming. So I don't really know how to describe it. I feel like that was terrible. So anyway, I've just realized, because I am using 2 15mm as opposed to where sometimes I use 1 15mm and then I cut the bottom washi, this one is probably too high, so it's going to leave too much of a gap, I think. Let me check. Yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one down a little bit, line it up with the bottom, and then I'm going to see if I can hopefully peel this up, because generally speaking washi, yes, comes up pretty easily. And I'm just going to move it more into the middle, just so they look a little bit more spaced out and even. I really am not super vibing with the purple on purple, but it took me a little while to find this purple and like decide on it. I couldn't find another colour, that is terrible, that matched, so I don't really have another option. I'm just going to have to stick with it, and hopefully with the rest of the spread, once all those other colours are down, like you don't even really notice it too much. I'm hoping it's just because at this stage there is only purple down that it looks a little bit too much, but we shall see. Okay, again, just doing the same thing, just moving it more in the middle, but I'm doing a really bad job on this side. There we go. I definitely prefer when I use 1 15mm strip and then I cut the bottom washi, so I fill up more of the space, but I really, really hate that bottom washi, so I just was not willing to use it. Like this, for example. So this is a 15mm strip, and these are actually almost the same. And then this bottom washi I cut to match the length that I wanted. You can maybe see that it's wider than 15mm because the 15mm overlay is here, and then you've got this extra bit. So I much prefer doing it in that way. However, that unfortunately is not always possible, so it is what it is. Cool. So I'm going to put down the 15mm overlay from Sticker Guru. I really love her $2 Tuesdays. They are just, well, I should say they are two sisters, so they. They just have the best designs and I just love their themes. I think they're so creative. And I mean, I can say that honestly because I shopped from them way earlier than when I became on their PR team. So no bias here. I just love, and I mean, you can't even use my code on the $2 Tuesday stuff anyway. So alright, I think that looks a little better, and that's making me feel better looking at the whole thing. I'm just grabbing up my stuff because I am about to put it in my planner. There's a little sneak peek of the week that I'm currently doing, the last week of my Halloween spreads. Okay, so let's just, little intermission here. I feel like at this point I may as well just keep talking through, and then if I really hate it and I'm just not vibing, I'll just silence it and do a voiceover anyway. Okay, that is probably, we need to go a touch out. Okay, there we go. We are in. Now let's bring all my stuff back. Cool. So let's do the full boxes. So as I mentioned, I'm going to have to use the boxes that I don't want to use purely because it is a mini kit and there is not enough full boxes for the way that I need to plan. Actually, you know what? I am really sorry to give you whiplash, but I'm going to do a voiceover because I need to concentrate. I need to like think about things and I don't want to be like trying to worry about talking at the same time. So I'm going to switch to voiceover. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Hello, it's voiceover Emma. So this is like 2 weeks after I filmed the first bit. So I don't honestly know what I spoke about and I can't really be bothered going back and listening to the first 12 minutes. So hopefully I don't double up, and if I do, it's only a little bit. But I am now, today's Sunday of like this actual week, so the 14th, and I'm just looking at my spread over to the side, and I am so happy with the way it came out. So I can't wait to show you guys the base that I put together. I think I mentioned at the start, like I think I remember this, but this was one of my this was my number one most anticipated spring spread for the year. It was like one of two that I sort of fit in between Christmas or Halloween and Christmas. So yeah, this one and the next week were just like two of my most favorite kits. So I was hoping they would translate to spreads, and so far so good. I just finished putting down the base for next week, which I actually didn't film. I just needed a bit of, you know, me time just to do it off camera, and I love that base too. So we are kicking goals over here, honestly. Also, I realized as I was like using the holo foil that I haven't used holo in like a long time. The planner is like too far away from me. My planner is too far away that I can't reach it to like actually look, but I'm trying to think back. It must have been like a winter spread, I think. And it was a while, like months. So I really enjoyed getting to use holo foil again. And the butterfly sort of theme really like, oopsie, there's my head. Really came together exactly as I wanted it to. I don't think it looks out of place. I think it matched really well, and the elements from the two shops, so Sticker Guru and Planner Choco, really went together well. So I was just so happy. I'm so happy with this spread, and it's just the best. I reckon it's up there with one of the best spring spreads I've done. As in, some of the ones that I did in September I really loved. Like there's one in there that I can think of that's like one of my favorite spreads ever. But it wasn't super spring themed. Like this kit is very spring themed to me. So it's like one of my favorite spring themes ever, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, I also think the bottom washi that I chose paired really well. That purple, what's it called? Purple sorbet is like my number one most used sorbet. It just seems to go with everything, like just a really neutral tone of purple that literally goes with everything, so I love that. I was a bit sad, I don't know what I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was a bit sad that I was using purple and purple together. I just didn't really know if they would match, but I actually think on camera they look more different than they do in person. In person they're actually quite a similar tone, whereas on camera the bottom one looks like very dusty purple. But I'm really happy I stuck with it and decided to use it, because the other colours that I had just didn't really work. And as I mentioned, I really was not a fan of the bottom washi. Unfortunately, I had to use one of the full boxes because I didn't have enough boxes, but you'll see what I did with it, and I really love it. I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had a box that I liked the art in, so kind of worked out for the best, I guess. And obviously I didn't have to look at the bottom washi in that ugly pattern, or I didn't use the date cover. I don't use date covers, so worked out well for me. So I really had to think about where I put my boxes for this spread, which normally I don't think too much about it, as in, like, I know the placement, but more so what box goes where. But I was really cautious of, like, I don't know if you can see the box on Wednesday and the box on Friday look very similar. So they have, like, the wood background. They're like a flat lay kind of vibe. So I had to make sure those were, like, separated. And then the lamp post and on Monday looks very similar to the lamp post on Sunday. So I had to separate those as well. I think just based on looking at the kit, like, there wasn't a whole lot of elements in the art set, so a lot of them are repeated, and that's why a lot of the boxes look very similar, which is fine. Like, I'm actually really happy that Scribble Prints Co used this artist. I don't want to, like, say things that I've already said, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's an Australian artist, and I love to see shops picking up new, I don't know, how many times can I say artist in the same sentence? But I like to see new designers, let's go with designers, being used more and more. So if this artist only uses a more limited number of clip art pieces, then so be it. I can live with it. I can live with boxes looking similar. Like, it's fine. It is what it is. So you can see that box on the bottom there. I just really don't think it matches anything. Like, I do not think it goes with the rest of the set. It just blows my mind. But anyway, you'll also see the box on the sidebar, the hand with the phone and the hand on Thursday are actually an identical box, just with a different skin tone. Because there was only, I think, 9 full boxes in the kit, I really was struggling to make it work. I have to have 10 with my format, so I ended up using 2 of the same box, but you'll see what I did to kind of make it, like, look different. I don't know. I actually think it looks pretty good. In real life, the way that I've, like, made it turn out, I'm pretty happy with the way it's come out. So, don't know what I'm about to do next, but I'm apparently flipping. Oh, I'm getting my full box overlays ready, I think. Yes, I am. This is where I was deciding which boxes I wanted to use on what. So I decided to use, like, the bigger quote box on that hand, as I mentioned, to kind of disguise the fact that it's the same box twice. But there wasn't, like, a huge... Sometimes there's, like, overlays that take up the whole box, and none of these did. Yes, there was, like, words on some of them, but none of them really took up the whole box, I didn't think. So apologize, you can see the top of my head. My hair looks really brown in that video, but it's not, it's blonde. So yeah, I'm happy overall. I ended up using, I think, 3 quotes. Yeah, so 1 on the sidebar, 1 on Friday, and then 1 on Sunday. And then, as you'll see, this is what I decided to do to that extra box to, like, jazz it up a little bit. I ended up using 2 of, like, the half butterfly kind of things from Sticker Guru. And I pulled the page up, but it doesn't matter because I stuck the butterfly right back on top of it again. I actually really liked how this came out. Like, I never would have been able to do that if it was a box of art that I liked. So, you just make it work, I guess. So, yeah, I was happy to kind of create my own full box, I guess. And I really like using these half butterflies. I also used half dragonflies in a previous spread. I just really like these half, like, I don't know, like half, what are they called? Bugs from Sticker Guru. I like the way that she does them. I'm sure she does half in other things as well, like other designs, but I've just used the 2 bug ones. And yeah, I just think they really, I don't know, I just love it. And then you can see I also put another overlay over the top. So I really created my own box there, like really went for it. I was finding that if I put a Sticker Guru overlay down first and then I put something else over the top of it, it was kind of clouding the hollow a little bit, which is what happened with that butterfly. It kind of became a little bit cloudy, but I mean, I couldn't peel it up, so I just lived with it, but it's not the end of the world. But I did notice that. I think I did it on something else as well. Sorry, you can really, like, I'm not doing a very good job of staying out of the frame here. I'm like, it just keep interrupting. Whoopsie. I don't feel like that's ever been a problem for me before, but in this video, it's real bad, so Emma, get out of the fucking frame. No one wants to see your head. Anyway, enough about me. I think it was that one I did it. So I had the quote underneath, and then I went and put another overlay over the top, and then it became really cloudy, but I'm happy with it overall, so. I really went for it, though. I really was in the zone of, like, I'm not going to use hollow butterfly ever again. Like, use as much as you can in this spread and just go for it. So I really did. I really went for it. And I'm really happy I did. Like, I bought this stuff to use in this spread, and I kind of have made a bit of a rule for myself with foil that I don't save little bits of foil. All I saved from this week is, like, those 3 overlays. And honestly, I don't really know that I'd ever use them again. But any little bits and pieces, if I have a couple of headers left, if I have a couple of this, a couple of that, like, I just throw it out and I move on. Because there's no use just hoarding, like, stuff. It just accumulates, and then I end up having to do a destash and get rid of it all. And no. I have a little pocket at the back of my foil binder, which I don't know if I've showed before. And it literally has, like, one-off sheets. So this will go in the back of that folder because, I mean, when am I ever going to use a hollow butterfly again? I don't know. But when I need a random one-off sheet, I just pull that binder out and just kind of see what I've got. That folder out of my binder and just see if anything matches. So other than that, I keep it very clean and everything else goes in the bin. So I don't know why you needed to know that in this video, but anyway, now that you do. Just finishing up the spread, putting my headers down. I did every second header in the main spread because, 1, because I didn't have enough, but 2, like, it was purposeful. I didn't want to do every one. I think that would look way too overwhelming. I just popped down my weekend banner on the bottom there, and then I'm about to do some deco. I feel like I must do this deco pretty quick because I'm just looking at the time and there's less than a minute left on the video, so go me. I found this deco to be really good size and a lot of it. Like, it was the perfect amount. I really could put some big bits where I wanted to, and then I could kind of fill in the gaps with a lot of little pieces, which is honestly the ideal deco. That's what I love. So I was really happy with this deco in this kit. Anyway, that is me finishing up the spread. I am so happy with the way it turned out, as I have said a few times. I love the kit colours pairing with the hollow. I wasn't 100% sure that hollow was going to match, but I took a risk and I really am glad that I stuck with it because I think it looks fantastic. If you want to see the finished spread, check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!